So again, a lot of you heard some of my background before the mic cut out. So what happened is after I left medical school, I decided not to go into a business management program. I ended up, transitioning into cryptocurrencies, started off as an active investor, just like all of you. And what happened was I noticed that 99% of development teams do not know how to develop crypto projects in the crypto space. So what ended up happening as a matter of self-preservation, I saw the flaws in how the teams were being managed and how the projects were being run. I started consulting for crypto projects and providing knowledge and insight on the operations, on the marketing, on the PR, on the tech, on the community management, on every aspect of a crypto project. And I started getting immersed into core teams, right? Taboo is now my fourth project, and this is the final project I will be on. So I gained quite an extensive amount of experience in the crypto space as well. I'll make an example for everybody before we move forward, because I know we have a lot of new listeners here. If I was to give you an example, and I said, we have a pilot right now that is 67 years old, and he has been flying planes for however many years, and you have somebody else who's 30 years old, who's also a pilot, who do you think has more experience, right? Most people will say the 67-year-old. But what if we found out that 67-year-old pilot was only a part-time pilot, and the person that's 35 was working 16 hours a day for 10 years and has more hours spent piloting than the person who's 67? This is the example I want to share here, so you guys all understand that we have a team in place that is not only experienced in the crypto space, but also in traditional business. James has spearheaded multiple multi-million dollar business companies to date. I bring in both the business and the crypto experience. And I need you all to remember, when you're investing in Taboo, you need to also remember you're investing in the team to deliver on their promises. And I believe that we've done that so far. You look at the charts right now, we're over 22 million market cap. We're probably around 800 ranked in CMC as well. And it literally looks like we're on a moon mission right now, but it's because of the foundations that we've set from day one and how we've had our sights set on becoming the #1 adult entertainment token in the crypto space. Every move that we've made to date has been keeping this in mind. For anybody that's new on this call, from day one, we always said, we're going to list on Binance. We're going to list on Binance. We wanted to go straight to tier 1 exchanges. And then we found out that we needed to get onto tier 2 exchanges first. So we have to follow those protocols, right? So, I'm very happy to be on this call. I'm happy that there's many participants here. Again, I thank all and each and every one of you for taking the time out of your days to be on this voice call. You can tell how excited I am, because you know what? The blood, sweat, and tears that we've put into this project, we're now finally starting to see some momentum. And, now it's just about adding fuel to the gas tank. We're just adding fuel to the gas tank as we keep moving up and up and up, where our previous all-time highs become our new all-time lows. And the best part about all of this is we don't even have our working product out yet. And I assure all of you, and I want everybody to know on this call, when we launch this marketplace, we are going to have $1 million worth of NFT content right out the woodwork. Name one adult entertainment token or one marketplace that has this amount of content being released right out the woodwork. Most of our AMAs, we keep it formal, we keep it professional, but the purpose of this AMA today is I want everybody to understand the kind of gem that Taboo is right now and the opportunity we all have in front of us, right? And this is something that's very important. See, many people, myself included, being in the crypto space for the number of years that I have, I'm sure we can all relate to those projects where we sold early, or we panic sold, or we allowed FUD to get into our minds. And then we see 2, 3, 4 months later just how big that project got. I'll share one example. There was one project that I bought in February. I had $30,000 in it, around the same market cap as us. I panic sold. And you know what happened a month later? If I had held that investment, I would have had 4 million US dollars today. 4 million US dollars today. So I want everybody to know that right now you are investing into the right team, into the right project, into the most hot and trendy industry in the crypto space, which is NFTs, also specialized in an area where, let's face it, sex does sell. We're in a fantasy based type project. We have a unique tiering system to our marketplace. We have the best development team that money can buy, PowerSoft. They built Engine Coin's marketplace, they developed the Engine Coin marketplace as well. We have the highest quality supermodels. You know, it's just, I can go on and on and on. But for all of you to know, in terms of our marketplace launch, it will be launching within 2 weeks. And some of us might have been a little bit disheartened about the fact that, you know, it should have been launched a few weeks ago and this and that. It's all irrelevant to me. You know why? Because I'm a firm believer in doing it right the first time. We look at other projects like Cardano. They have literally spent 6 years without a working product, and they went to billions of market cap. So whether we take an extra week or two here and there to line up $1 million of content, you know, to allow our development team PowerSoft to make final edits for a smooth launch, we're going to do it. Because we're not here for the short term, we're here for the long term, and we're here to win. This is what I want you all to understand. Me and James and the rest of the team here, we are here to win. And we are going to become globally recognized, and we're going to become the #1 adult entertainment token in the entire crypto space. And you know the best part of it all? We're not even like the other adult tokens. We're not a porn token. It's not our flagship product. We specialize in highly exclusive, rare, and scarce content, and we only specially curate the best and the highest quality kinds of content. You can see that with our model partners. We have Chloe Terre. She's our primary brand ambassador. You should see how excited and buzzed she is as well. You look at Jenny Summers, you look at Bree Tiesi, CJ Sparks. You know, we really are building the Playboy of blockchain. This is our aim and this is our mission. And I need everybody to understand that, you know, not only are we here to stay, but we are focused on longevity. Now, how are we focused on longevity? There's many examples of this. Take a look at BSC Scan right now. We have not spent a single token on marketing and development from those wallets, because from day one, James and I understood we do not want to hurt our price and our market cap. So we have self-funded this project from day one. Nearly 7 figures has been spent. Our marketplace cost us over 150,000 US dollars, and we could have went and bought a cheaper development team and rushed a lackluster product like the competition that has been out there for $20,000 to $30,000. But if you check out our white paper, you will see just how innovative our tech is. So the theme of Taboo is quality, innovation, and exclusivity. This is the theme, and this is why we're here. And I thank each and every one of you for being here on this call. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have now. Please don't be shy. You know, we are in a very pivotal moment right now where not only is there organic hype being generated, but I'm getting DMs every single day from people saying, I want to buy Taboo. I want to buy Taboo. I should have bought earlier. I should have bought earlier. And I said, you know what? Snooze, you lose. I mentioned this only 100 times, right? So, you know, feel free to ask any questions right now. I'm happy to answer any of them. And again, one last thing I will share. We are releasing our marketplace with $1 million worth of NFT content. So you can imagine how much preparation that's going to take on our end. And I will say there are some amazing deals that we've lined up. I mean, I can't even get into it right now because, you know, some of these deals go well beyond many people's comprehensions and where this is going to go. And I have no doubt in my mind we're going to get there, and we're all going to get extremely wealthy together. So feel free to ask any questions. If anybody has any questions right now, I'm happy to answer them.
Hello, guys. Hello, Majid.
Hello.
Marius.
Good to
I
see
want
you.
to ask you what type of content providers can join our marketplace.
Right. So that's a very good question. See, you know, I like to compare our project. I know this is a very, very simple but still practical example, right? Let's say that today you want to go and you want to buy a steak and you want to have a steak dinner, right? There's many kinds of steaks that you can buy, right? But then we have filet mignons, which are like the premium type steak. We are like the premium steak in this industry. Or better yet, when we compare retail brands like Gucci and Versace and all of that, or Playboy, for example, do they allow anyone to become a content creator? Absolutely not. So we have a strict criteria on the kinds of content creators that can join us, as seen with the already high quality supermodels that we have on board. And we're limiting it. We're limiting it. And there's an application process. There's going to be KYCs on our marketplace for anyone that wants to apply. And I have the ability to approve and reject each and every one of them, because what we don't want is we don't want to have high volume of content but compromise quality. My job is to find that balancing act between exclusivity and scarcity of content, and to balance that with you can tell how excited I am right now, and to balance that with the variety of content that we need, because each and every one of us has a different kind of preference. And we also will have different kinds of price points on what we can afford for the kinds of NFTs we want to buy. So just wanted to answer that there. So yes, so there's going to be a strict requirement process when it comes to the kinds of content creators that can join us, and that's not going to change. So thank you, Marius, for asking that question.
Hello, Majid. I have a question.
Does anybody else have any questions right now?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Is my voice echoing, by the way, or you can all hear me just fine, correct?
Yeah, it started echoing now.
Interesting.
I think someone's mic might be
Wanted to know.
unmuted, and that's causing the echo because everyone else is echoing too.
Yeah, I can hear your echo as well.
Someone called Kim Chen is trying to speak and ask a question.
All right.
Yeah, but I guess we can deal with the small echo, correct, everybody? Like, that's tolerable?
Wanted to know if
Yep.
you're planning to host the front end in a distributed way on something like the internet computer.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're also going to be releasing a mobile app down the line as well. So it's going to be web-based first, but we're going to have mobile integration as well. So yeah, absolutely.
So I was referring to distributed way where you cannot censor it, you cannot stop it. So
No. So we're going to control the flow of content that comes in and the kind of content that's on the marketplace. We are not going to, if we allow a content creator, such as a photographer who's a well-known name that has celebrity contacts and has done major photo shoots around that, when we approve that, they will have the ability to upload content, but each and every one of their content has to go through an admin panel where I will be a part of that, where we approve and reject it. So we have a filtering system in place on our marketplace.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was referring to a government trying to stop our platform.
Say that again, sorry?
If the website is distributed, then they can't be able to stop it.
Yeah. No. We're aware of some of the legalities and some of the gray areas on regulation. So we're making sure that we just assume the worst and we plan around that, so that there's never any problems. So we're very confident that we're doing everything by the book. So good question. Any other questions right now?
Hey, Majid.
Hello.
I want to know, how do I buy and sell the NFTs right now, and how do I trust a form like Google Form? Because I want to have that NFT in my wallet. I
Right.
can't trust a form in Google Form.
Okay.
Please explain to me. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So you're talking about the Taboo punks. Now the Taboo punks is essentially it was a side project and gig that we decided to do as a way to reward our existing holders for being here early. So it is not our number one priority, but it's a fun and exciting side gig that we're working on daily to come up with the 10,000 limited amount of Taboo punks, which you've seen some examples and renderings of it in the previous Twitter posts. Why it's exciting is because our investors will get the ability to own an NFT, which can also rise in value due to its scarcity. And B, anybody that owns a Taboo punk that also owns Taboo will get to have access to all the tiered content on the marketplace. That doesn't mean they are going to get access to everything the top tier brings as a premium holder. Check our white paper and you'll see how it's broken down, but at least in the viewing and the availability of all types of content leading up to XXX rated content, by owning a Taboo punks, we will allow you to bypass those requirements. And this is just something that we're doing as a thank you and a gesture to our existing holders. And the best part is, we're certain that if when these Taboo punks become more valuable and they get bought and sold for a higher price, we're hoping that our community members are just going to then buy more Taboo in response because they've earned profits too. Now with the Google form that we have, we're in the pre-sale stage of the Taboo punks. So the blockchain doesn't lie. So we're able to see and verify the transactions. This is why you need to post the wallet where you own Taboo for us to verify that you own Taboo. And also your ERC20 wallet, which is where we would be sending the NFTs through the Ethereum network for this particular, I would say, community engagement style event that has many perks. Does that make sense? So I hope that answers your question there. Good. So any other questions at the moment? Right now?
Yeah. I had a quick question for you, Majid.
Perfect.
With the release of V1 on the marketplace coming out, is it in the cards to support physical merchandise as well, such as like T-shirts or stickers or anything like that? Because I would love to, spread the brand more physically in person and raise awareness that way.
Very, very good that you said that. Send me a DM and we can talk about it, because when we look at our roadmap, and again, when I want to share that roadmaps are guidelines, and why they're guidelines and not set in stone is because as the project evolves, so do the mindsets of team members, and we're constantly adapting and making alterations along the way to protect the integrity of our project and to maximize the growth potential on every single move that we make. Now, when it comes to our roadmap, you'll see that a merch store is in the works. So we want to create a merch store and build branded merch. It's just so interesting because, we're so slammed with so much going on at Taboo that, it's my job as COO on the operations side to ensure that for the time that we're spending, we're making sure we're putting our time into the right priorities. So right now, our biggest priority is ensuring we have the right amount of content on launch, the high amount of volume, and to make sure we have a smooth MVP launch. But we will have a merch store. There will be branded merch. We are trying to build a positive and sustainable, long-lasting brand. Our job is to make sure that everybody around the world knows and hears about Taboo. That is number one. And the stats show, by the way, people don't buy your crypto project the first time they hear about it. It takes an average of 7 times. This is why right now we're seeing all the hype and the FOMO going on right now, where people just keep buying us because they've heard about us a few times, they've seen us a few times, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's on YouTube with YouTube influencers we paid for, whether it's the fact that we've luckily trended on CMC, and this is what's really, really causing a lot of our rapid growth is people. I mean, look at the CMC on the watch list right now. We have almost 40,000 people watching us right now. So you can imagine they will get alerts and they will see what our charts are doing. And then that's when people start to panic buy or buy more when they see more development on our project. So feel free to DM me. I will be happy to share more about some of our ideas around that. And again, we're happy to get community insight and support, especially with some of these initiatives. Thank you, Ryan.
Thanks, Majid.
I want to know, when we're getting Majid exclusive NFTs. I want that curly hair in my wallet.
Yes, I would also like that too. Who needs my girlfriend in there? I'd rather have Majid, you know?
Oh gosh, you're all warming my heart. I love that. Thank you, OG, for that. I'll get you later. I'll get back at you later. Don't you worry. Yeah. Okay, great. So, good. So, any other questions right now? Don't hesitate to ask.
Yes, Majid.
Yes, go ahead.
Sorry, I lost my connection. In the form, you said I can buy NFTs from 0.075 Ether to 0.05. What are the differences between these two prices?
Yeah, so the 0.035 is the price that would be reflected if you are a Taboo holder. Now, we never set a minimum amount for being a Taboo holder, but we will know if someone has $1 of Taboo or 50 cents of Taboo, we know that they're kind of trying to, cheat the system to get the lower discounted price. If we see that that's happening, we're just going to refund their Ethereum back to them. But you need to actually show that you hold some Taboo. Now, we didn't want to set a minimum because everybody can hold only a certain amount based on their affordability and all of that. And, so the 0.035 is reflective of the cost of one Taboo punk, which is the price that you will pay for it, provided you hold a reasonable amount of Taboo where someone with common sense will know that you actually believe in the project and you own it. Does that make sense? Rather than just buy 20 cents worth to try to get the discount. So I hope that answers your question.
Yes, I got it. So it's all random, yes?
Yes, of course. It has to be random. That would not be fair if it wasn't. So yeah.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. And we will have like uncommon, common, rare, extremely rare ones as well. So with different boosts and characteristics as well. So it's fun. Like I said, it's a fun side project. However,
exactly,
it's a benefit to anyone that buys, because we're going to make sure that you can bypass the tiering system requirements. Not all of the requirements, but just to be able to view and browse more exclusive content. That's number one on that. So good question.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Any other questions?
I have a quick question. I have a question. So I sent you a message about being a content creator and drawing some of my favorite porn stars and whatnot. So my question would be for content creators.
Yes.
What percentage of profits would content creators get? Would it depend on the type of content they're creating? For example, let's say an artist creating a drawing versus a model actually taking pictures or video of themselves. So if you can answer that, I'd appreciate that. And again, thanks.
Yes, absolutely. So when you look at the tiering system, and by the way, I spent years perfecting this kind of unique tiering system. In my mind, I always wanted to build a token like this. I was very grateful that, James and I were able to team up. Just the background story, very, very funny story. When James was looking into launching a project like this too, we got on a call and I told him, straight up, I said, listen, either we work together or I'm going to become your direct competitor. So which one do you want to have, right? And of course, lo and behold, here I am now. And then, this is where we are now together. So just wanted to share a funny background story around that. But with the tiering system, we're really trying to build a platform that is completely simple and seamless to use. See, one thing we need to remember, and no crypto project has been able to crack this code. We look at non-crypto type investors, 99.9% of the world are non-crypto centric, but there hasn't been simplicity for them to be able to buy and own crypto, as well as, be able to then own the project that you want them to own and then spend on a marketplace, for example, too. So we're really focused on that. But, the best analogy I can give, think OpenSeas, think auction houses. There's platform fees that goes on. So depending on the tiering requirement and where the content is at, first tier, I believe it's 12.5% platform fee. Then it goes down to 7.5, and 2.5%. Those are the only fees that we're going to take as a platform because, of course, hey, we need to operate the platform, and we have a very expensive development team that needs retainers to manage the marketplace, right, on the tech side too. So those are the maximum amount of fees that would be in place. The rest, it's all to the content creator, all of it. We are not interested in taking revenue from the content creators and providers, whether they're photographers or artists or individual models that have content, that exclusive content that they want to share on the marketplace. We are just not interested in that. That's not our interest at all. So I hope that answers your question there. So think auction sites, bidding platforms. Think that there's always a platform fee that's standard, and depending on the tiering level that the content is at, the fees will either be higher or lower. Does that make sense?
Yeah, thanks for your answer. And hopefully you like my art, and maybe we'll work together again. Thank you.
Yes. No, I mean, it's an idea that I have in my mind of allowing actual artists to come onto the platform. So this is something that we've explored, and we're going to be talking about it, because right now, of course, we've focused on supermodels and actual individuals that create live photos, but we're very open to these kinds of adjustments moving forward. So I'll check your DM soon. Not a problem. Good. Any other questions at the moment?
Yeah, I have a question.
All
right, go ahead.
Yes, hello, Majid.
Yeah, go on. Sorry, I'm here.
So my general question is kind of touching on what we just discussed right now. How would you see kind of like the long-term keeping, these content creators on the platform? I see sometimes a lot of these, influencers or these artists kind of just jumping into crypto, like, just supporting one main project and then just kind of jumping out. They just wanted to touch waters, but it wasn't their thing. How would you kind of address that issue? Because I've seen that a lot lately. They just jump on one thing and they just jump out, and they just make their money and just leave.
You're talking about the influencers and the individuals that are providing content on the marketplaces, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, you know what? This is, of course, the way that our business model is designed, where we are trying to ensure that they're incentivized to stay and use our platform. See, widespread adoption is going to be the name of the game. So I want to first manage everybody's expectations. This version 1 launch is an MVP launch. It's going to be a working product where people can buy and sell NFTs at ease, but it's a minimally viable product launch. And I want to say that we have 3 major phases of development in place. So this is just the beginning. So when we look at areas of incentivization for content providers, think royalties, Paul, right? Content providers will be able to get royalties and ongoing royalties on the transactions on our marketplace, as an example, right? So we're going to be providing a plethora of features and incentives to ensure that content creators stay on our platform. And it's up to us as a team to ensure our marketing stays strong. And so far, I believe we've done a fantastic job as well to make that happen. Now, in terms of NFTs that get made or bought on the marketplace, this is where, yes, people have the prerogative to take their NFTs elsewhere and try to go on OpenSeas, but I dare them to try, because it's so saturated that you're not going to make a sale on there. So that's why we're really trying to brand ourselves as a unique crypto project, as per our name, the Playboy of blockchain. No one else is doing what we're doing. So we're trying to aim to become the #1 marketplace in this niche, Paul, for people to then buy and sell their NFTs as well. So I hope that answers your question in some mannerisms or shape or form there, because it was a bit of a generalized question, I suppose. So
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions?
I've just sent you a link on DM on something.
Yeah, you'll need to raise your voice.
Sorry, I was saying that I've just sent you a link on DM.
Okay.
Coin Telegraph article for something that you can take advantage of for funding.
So you sent me a link?
Yes.
Oh, you're making a marketing suggestion.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, I will review that after the call. Thank you. Thank you so much. Any other questions at the moment here?
Yeah. I have one quick question. I don't know if you probably answered that already, but what time frame do you like estimate the marketplace to go live?
Right. Good question. So the marketplace, the deliverables from our development team, PowerSoft, which is again the Engine Coin marketplace developers, the best development team that money can buy. They had finished what was the assumed protocols and criteria that we needed to see done. But we did testing, we did demos with them, and that was an opportunity for us to see the product live and functional. James and I, we had a few admins and mods, and we had I think it was one community member that was very closely tied to us that we allowed them in on this too. And we decided as we were going through the demo, we were taking notes and we were thinking, okay, you know what? This can be improved here and that can be improved there. So we provided them a list of alterations onto the marketplace as well. So their anticipated timeline is going to be, they're saying end of next week. Now, that is middle to end of next week. So that's the anticipated timeline. But as I said earlier on the call, I am not interested in not doing it right the first time, which means if there is any quote unquote delay, there's a good reason for it because I want to make sure this is the best product launch possible. And not one where we overhype and underpromise. We're underpromising and over-delivering. I'm telling all of you right now, don't expect 100 times overnight just on the product launch. But what I will tell you is we have some amazing large-scale marketing plans in place where this marketplace launch, once you have the working product, which makes it very easy to market around an existing working product, we are going to be blasted everywhere. That's all I got to say on that front. So
That sounds good.
yeah, thank you. So any other questions at the moment? I'm loving the interactions right now on the call. So help me help you by energizing me, everybody. I barely sleep anyway, so give me some energy. Ask me questions, please.
Majid.
Yep.
Marius here again. A lot of people asking on the chat when we're going to list on the new exchange.
Okay.
We always said like we were gonna do that listing in Q4, but I think you have to explain a bit to all of them.
Yes. Okay. So here's the thing. So we said Q4 because we've been in contact with multiple exchanges, and we have one exchange confirmation already. But it's interesting because the opportunities that we have on our next exchange, we have a wide array of options right now, and we're already in discussions and collaborations with some major exchanges already, and this could happen and like next week. I'm trying my very best to see if we can get a major exchange launch in line with the marketplace launch. The problem is when you're dealing with these major exchanges, they really restrict you on speaking about those exchanges in a big way. They have some contracts that you have to sign are they can delist you if you break any of those rules. You're kind of bound by NDA style agreements, and the listing dates themselves, you can be on a wait list. So when I said Q4, I was trying to make as conservative of an estimate on time as possible, because as I said, we are here to underpromise and overdeliver. I am not in the business of overhyping and setting a standard of expectations that I can't follow through with. So when we have tangibility on these kind of news, you all know that you will be the first to know about it, because transparency, honesty, and effective communication, I believe, is a big part of why we are here today at the market cap that we're at now. So I hope that answers your question, Marius.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic. Any other questions? I'll check the chat as well then if there's anybody that okay, so Betho, this is not a rebase token. I tried learning about what those are before. Very confusing. I've never bought any of those just for my own investments. So no, we're not a rebase token. Absolutely not. So
I have a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
What are the requirements to be able to join the platform as a supermodel? Like, do you have to meet certain criteria to join the platform or anyone?
Yeah. Think Playboy. Think how Playboy has, they only, curate the best of the best in terms of, obviously beauty first and foremost. But of course, since we're in the crypto space and we need influencers to have influence, we also want to make sure they have extensive and big followings as well. But that's just to start off. You see, I am open and I'm considering the possibility of a category on the marketplace. And again, this is a very good question you brought up because I want to really make this point clear. While we have 3 phases of our marketplace and 3 different version launches, James has said this before, we're actually going to have thousands of versions of our marketplace because every single day we're going to update and modify and improve off of what we already have. So I'm already thinking, maybe at one point we can have an amateur section, maybe, and allow up and coming rising stars to be featured, right? We're actually going to, we're actually going to be creating a digital magazine just like Playboy, where maybe they can be featured on there, like, rising stars, up and coming models, for example, right? Because again, I understand sex sells, but I also understand variety is very important. And a lot of people like the amateur style and people that maybe aren't necessarily as well known. We're trying to make sure we cater to all tastes and preferences. Does that make sense, Thomas?
Makes perfect sense. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
One question, kind of, or just to carry on to that, with the amateur and the up and coming stars, I think that actually directly plays into the role of NFTs, where when you buy something early on and the value goes, you can look at that with models as well. So I think that would be very organic with this ecosystem alone.
You got it, my friend, because again, I look at the models and I look at the content creators and the providers as an asset class. And my job is to help grow that asset value. They're a commodity to me. It's a commodity because, again, I've said this in previous AMAs. We are running this business like a real business. So this is a business concept as well by looking at all of this content as a commodity where it's our job to raise the asset value for everybody. So that's a very good point, Ryan. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Any other questions?
Majid, I want to report a scam channel and group. It's Taboo official, double L at the end of the name.
Yeah.
Official.
Yeah.
It's a scam and with 13,000 members and active.
I know.
It just.
I'll share.
People. Yes.
I'll share this. From the very beginning. Many of you weren't here at the start. At the start, we were in survival mode at times. I mean, I was working 22, 23 hours a day. And there were times at the beginning where we didn't even know if we would survive and we would last. And at the same time, we had competitors from Cum Rocket and Porn Rocket and all these other, part of my language, lackluster projects. And I say that because, I can't be at a dinner table today and start telling people I'm invested in Cum Rocket, for crying out loud. That's just embarrassing. I mean, our name is super marketable and we've branded our name out in a way where our content creators like Chloe Terre are so happy to be talking about us and sharing it with everybody she knows because of the brand that we've built. And it actually strengthens her reputation. But I'll tell you something. The amount of bot attacks that we had, oh my Lord, I wish you would have been there because, every time we had a bit of traction, we would get attacked by competitors. And luckily our community understood that that's a bullish sign for the fact that we're doing something right. Whenever you have haters, as I say, you're doing something right. However, when it comes to scammers, what they do is they try to capitalize on innocent investors that don't know any better. And I'm noticing there's a lot more of those scam type groups that are being made. I see that happen on other projects. Be very careful. Admins will never directly DM you first. This channel is our official channel. If you see any of these other scam channels, do your part and report them as well, so that they can be removed as soon as possible. So yeah.
Yes. Okay. Damn it, yeah, Majid.
Yeah, no problem. Any other questions at the moment from anybody? Feel free. I can be here as long as necessary. So. Hello. How are you doing, Noni?
I'm okay. I'm new here. When are we open?
I can barely hear you, so you'd have to either speak up or help me get some clarity on what you're trying to ask.
When is this token launching?
Pardon?
When is this token launching?
Oh, this token's already been launched. We launched on May 22nd already, and our working product, our NFT media marketplace launch is going to be happening. Cross my fingers. End of next week. I mentioned to everybody we have $1 million worth of NFT content that's being prepared. So of course you can imagine there's a mountain of work that's ahead of us to make sure that we can get this done on time as well. But we've been in existence since May 22nd as well. But you're still early, my friend, because we're at the market cap we're at without our utility in place yet. And by the way, everybody, just want to mention to everyone on this, we have some amazing features on our marketplace. I talked to you all about the importance of allowing non-crypto centric investors the ability to buy and own crypto, especially when they don't have any knowledge on how to do it. Anyone, from when our marketplace launches, from the moment they hear about Taboo, they will be able to go onto our marketplace, create a MetaMask wallet in milliseconds with their own private key. We have a swap feature in place from many different cryptos that you can swap into Taboo to then use to spend on our marketplace. Name one other project out there that is doing that. I haven't seen it. So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to cater to the crypto-centric audiences on Taboo, because again, they're the ones that understand crypto and will buy Taboo. But we're also going to try to target the 99.9% of people that want to get involved in crypto, but don't have a simple method on being able to buy that said crypto. So simplicity is the name of the game. James talks about this all the time. We'd like to keep things extremely simple, and you will see the marketplace will reflect simplicity, but it'll also have elegance and class. So good. So any other questions as well? Okay, great. I'm getting tagged here. Yes, so you can buy us on LBank, you can buy us on Hotbit, you can buy us on Whitebit as well. So, and PancakeSwap. And of course, there will be more exchanges on the way. So, good. Any other questions on the call right now?
Hi, Majid.
Hello. How are you?
Fine, thank you. And how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Surely you are tired, but one question. Could you please send the Google Sheet again in the...
Yes, for the Taboo Punks. Correct. Just type in Taboo Punks. Yeah, there you go. It's right there now.
Thank you.
No problem.
Good night.
Great. No problem. Good. So, oh yeah, Kim. So I will check your DM after this call. I will say that we are going to be doing a massive media blast, and when our marketplace goes live, and Cointelegraph is on that list. This one of our large one. I say this, and I'm going to emphasize this. one of our large scale marketing plans that we have. So yeah, that's going to be happening. So. And Byman, the marketplace, is going to be launching this month. We're aiming for the end of next week. So. Okay, so any other questions at all at the moment?
I think you have another one on the chat.
Let's see. And I answered when the marketplace is launching, and I think I've answered them all. Yeah, seems like it. Seems like it. So, I wanted to get on this call because, I see that, we're growing rapidly. We have a lot of exposure right now. The world is watching us, and they are careful on watching our next moves. And I want to let everybody know, I treat running this crypto project like playing a game of chess. So every move we make is strategic, it's intentional, it's focused, it's planned, and it's our job to make sure that we maximize on the effects of our marketing spend at all times. And, we're here to develop a product that is going to become long lasting and a differentiator in the adult entertainment space. And I will tell you right now that we are not going to stop. We are not going to stop until this gets to billions and billions of market cap. The potential is there, and we are going to continue to move forward every single day. Your job as investors is to arm yourselves with the right knowledge and information. See, when you need to convince yourselves why this is a good investment, it doesn't need to come from me. Read the white paper, check the website, learn and research a bit more, and then you will understand what kind of gem this project is, right? And I hate to say it, I mean, that's not financial advice, but this is just the beginning. So keep that in mind with what you're owning and holding, that this is just the beginning, right? So I'm very, very happy. I'm very, very grateful to be on this call. I'm grateful to be serving each and every one of you on our road to financial independence and freedom. Because again, this is why we're all here. We're all here to become financially independent and free. We're going to need to have money freedom in order to generate time freedom, because from the moment we've been born, time freedom was taken away from us. And I don't believe in the cliche statement of retiring when you're 65. We can build our dream life now, and we can design a lifestyle around that, provided we can generate enough passive income. So this is a project that can and will change all of your lives. The question is, will you be here with us along the way? Because it's not going to be a straight line up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. And prepare yourselves for that, right? Because nothing good in life comes easy. And I need you all to be patient and trust the team and the process as well. And it's funny, while we've been on this call, we're already up to 25 million market cap. But remember something, dips are healthy. When we have retracements, it is a sign that we are now discounted for new buyers to come in. I have about 25 people right now that want to buy Taboo, but are waiting for a retracement. Okay, so never panic when we have retracements. What usually happens is when we go on a pump, there will be an inevitable small dump and sell-off, but our price floor will always be higher than when we started. And that's what steady and organic growth looks like. And this is what our charts are telling us today. So again, this was a spontaneous AMA. You can see the excitement in my voice. I do have to get back to doing more work here to serve all of you. And feel free to ask more questions in our chat. And strap yourselves in. This is going to be a fun ride for all of us as we are on a journey together for greatness and global domination. Yes, Marius. Yep.
Can I ask one more question?
I Okay, fair, sure. That was kind of my concluding statements
Oh,
there, but
okay. No, this is a
just,
long
just
one, but no. Next
yeah,
time.
just DM me on that for that one as well. So because I do need to get back to some pressing work here. There's a few calls that they're waiting on me now. Some
Sure,
business
sure.
calls around Taboo. So thanks again, everybody. You know, very happy that you were all here, and look forward to chatting with you all on our next AMA. Thanks again.